Welcome back to the Ilovesesh podcast. We've got a big one today. We've got Lee B3 Edwards. How are we living?
Well,
How are we doing?
How are we living now? Well, we've had some exciting news a couple of days ago. Well, yesterday, yesterday. See, it seems like a couple of days ago now. But we've had some exciting news. So everyone's kind of perked up. That's like, if it's true or not, we don't know, innit? But everyone's kind of perked up, and it's kind of brought my whole morale up as well, because definitely. I was definitely in a bad place. You know what I mean? 100% in a bad place. You know what I mean? And because a lot of things happened last year, and I just wanted to get that year over and done with.
Yeah, last year was a proper shit one, though, innit?
Proper shit.
But are you convinced that you reckon it's not open back up everything? Do you think
I'm not convinced, no. I don't want to... I shouldn't even be saying that. But I'm not convinced, no, because obviously they want to come with vaccine passports and all of these mad stuff and track and trace. And, it's just a lot of things to just put people off of it. So it's like, if you've got the jab now, right, you're getting the jab now. But then the other people that ain't getting the jab, you know what I mean, which should be well within their rights not to have a jab, then people are now getting, so they're going to segregate it, kind of thing. So they're going to know who these people are, the anti-vaxxers. Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? Yeah. And at the end of the day, I just feel like it's something that you're putting into your body. So it should be your choice whether you put whatever in your body. Like when people say to you, if you take drugs, okay, it's the same thing, innit? You know what I mean? So that's just the way I look at it, man. Yeah,
it's even when I heard it, I wasn't really excited. I was just like, cool. Obviously, I'm excited for this scene, everything opening back up, but he's said a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't really
trust
know.
His word, innit?
I have to just wait until the 21st is far away.
Yeah.
What's that, 4 months away, 3 months away? So everyone's acting like it's next week. Listen, we need to see how it's going until then.
And remember, he said data, not dates. Yeah? So that's what he said in the first place before he made the speech. They said data, so he's going by the data, not the dates. Oh. Yeah? So that's what he said at first. So people need to realise like what he's saying, innit? Yeah. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, data will show you, like, say for instance, we come out now and we're back in the clubs and stuff like that, and it's all going on, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden there's a big spike in coronavirus. So what do you reckon is going to happen? June the 21st still open again? Yeah. Lockdown again. True. You know what I mean? And it's the vaccine, obviously, they're saying it only works on certain variants. So what's stopping another variant from coming out that just counteracts the vaccine? Yeah, true. You know what I mean? You got to listen to it. Like, that's why people say about, like, I've been hella into these conspiracies and that, and obviously, and you have to be into that to see through everything. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that, you believe the conspiracy. Now I just take everything for face value and I see what people are saying. 100%. I'll see what both sides are saying, and I'll go from there and make my own mind. And usually it turns out right. Because you're not stupid. That's why God gave us a brain, to think. Yeah. You know what I mean? And work stuff out. Logical, like everything on this earth has been done by a brain. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you have to trust your own brain sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So has that obviously bookings is just no bookings, nothing. So it's like, is that the only way of income at the moment, or is it if you just mixing it up?
Whoa. Like for me, obviously, coming from like my past, was very dark. Yeah. Yeah, if you wanna say it like that, put it like that. My past was very, very dark. You know what I mean? From like a, I could go back to being in school, being kicked out of primary school, infant school, kicked out. I was a bad kid. You know what I mean? So yeah, my past, obviously. So when I finally changed my ways, which was around 2006, 2007. Yeah, when I finally caught myself and started saying to myself, do you know what? I can't be going back to prison no more. I can't be doing all of this sort of mad stuff no more. You know what I mean? Let me try and get into something.
Change
What do I love doing? You know what I mean? And, you know, because when you start to get to like, I was like 27 then. So like when you start to get to that age, you start to actually think about, wow, like what am I actually...
what am I on?
Yeah, what am I on?
Yeah, what am I on?
You know what I mean? What am I actually doing? Like, this ain't gonna last forever. You know what I mean? And like all my friends was going jail and everyone was still keeping up the same cycle. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just thought to myself, do you know what? I need to change. So I just changed like 2006, 2000, started like, I had decks all the time.
Oh, you always had decks and stuff anyway.
I was always buying tunes. Like I was involved, like, believe it or not, like I was doing like Risk FM back in 1998.
So you always been a music man then?
But yeah, I wasn't a DJ though. Like me, my boy Gappy, like we was like doing like the roofs and the aerials and like putting up 30-foot aerials.
For them little undercover radio.
Pirate radio station and that, Risk FM.
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah, we was doing that like 1071, 1080. You know what I mean? Like we was, you know, DT, I hope they don't come for me now. But yeah, this was years ago though. Like we used to just, you know, so, and I used to host.
Stations as well. I
used to be a host. So I used to just like Gappy used to play. Like me and Gappy, like, cause like obviously we was in like the flat was where I lived in. Basically, they was getting knocked down. So the next door flat as well was getting knocked down. So there was like studios galore in it. Like,
open space.
We was basically just like, as soon as somebody moved out, either getting the keys or breaking into the place, bam, straight in there. You know what I mean? And pirate radio station. That was it. That's how we used to function it. So as soon as somebody moved out, because that's it, bang, straight in there, because nobody else was going in there. They used to board it up with all...
and they weren't going there for a time as well, innit? A couple months, innit?
Months. I was one of the last people like in the flats, you know what I mean? So it was mad, like having a flock, like 20-story block.
No one in the whole block.
5 people, each landing, 5 houses. You know what I mean? And we was one of the last to leave because we got an offer and then we had to go back because the offer, they wouldn't change the windows to double glazing. So we had to go back. So we've gone back to the yard now, you know what I mean? And then we're basically in the flats ghost town. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, proper ghost town. Yeah, because no one,
only you there. Everyone's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone's gone. So it's a proper ghost town. So this is how we had the flats. Like we just had studios in there like galore. You know, when one went, we got another one. So yeah, that's just how I've been into the music from a long time ago. You know what I mean? So yeah, as I said, I used to host. Yeah, I didn't really do much of it. This used to just be, I used to be called Leafy Badman.
Yeah, right. That's a Leafy Badman, you know.
You know what it is like when I was growing up on the estate, like, they just called me Leafy and it Leafy Teefy because this is what that was what I was about. Like,
on.
Yeah, I was on crud, like not gonna lie, innit? So yeah, they used to so I used to say, yeah, Leafy Badman, and it's so ironic now that my son with the same name as me now calls himself Badman Jr. So
that's how it starts. That's how it starts. B3, that's how it starts.
It started already. I won't go into it for that, but for him, it started already. You know what I mean? He's got the same name as me. He's getting all the same right because he wanted to live that life, but that's another story. You know what I mean? 100%. Like you got to accept it. You know what I mean? And just do good by him.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? And just guide him. You know what I mean? That's all we can do.
Yeah, I heard that. So I was thinking, see, like your beef, are you joint with House of Passion, House of Silk? Are you like joint? Because I see a lot of like combined stuff. Like I'll see B3 and I'll see House. Is it House of Passion?
Yeah, House Passion.
Yeah, House Passion, B3 House. I'm thinking, okay, are you kind of like a joint enterprise on that, or you just because you're just all close? You just keep it
basically, what it is now. Obviously, House of Silk is DJS, very good friend of mine.
Big up DJS.
What's his name? House Passion is Shannon, also a good friend of mine.
Big him up as well.
You know what I mean? And basically, with my B3 events, obviously I've got a B3 event. So I used to do that with House Entertainment, first of all.
Yeah,
so
when I asked you about House
when I first started my B3 raves, like obviously I used to think about it, coming from the street, I was just the brawn of this thing, innit? So I'm coming into the club, I'm playing that music that you all want to hear, and I'm just basically smashing the granny out of it. So when people are coming and opportunities and stuff like that are coming to me, I haven't really got that business head.
Yeah.
Because remember, I know how to make money on the roads.
Anyway, yeah.
You understand?
A whole different thing now,
a whole different thing. That's how I know how to do. You know what I mean? Go and tell me to go and get 15 grand or 10 grand off the roads.
I'll go and get it.
You know what I mean? I'll go and get it. You know what I mean? And I know how to get it, you know? But when we came into that business, I knew how to get it, but everyone, with emails and stuff like that, is very frightening. Like, when you're coming into this, like, and I see it for a lot of people now, you know what I mean? When you're coming into this, like, emails and talking to people that have got a higher vocabulary than you, it beats people sometimes, you know? It gets you down.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like, it will get onto you, like, you'll think, oh my, like...
It's just really happening.
Yeah, like, I can't, like, you get scared and you freeze. So... obviously, with all of that handling side, I kind of just let somebody else control a bit more of that stuff, where I'm more the brawn and I bring it and I make it happen. You know what I mean? And I've always been that guy. I should be the business guy and I should be the business brain. Like I should. But obviously I've always been, and now I am starting to.
To like, I am
starting
everything,
to,
your
control
whole product,
all my whole stuff, and like I'm bringing back my record label. We can talk about that a little bit, but I'm bringing back that. I'm going to be the face and everything behind that because I've done that again with my record label. Started it, brawn, right? I can get all the tunes, right? You lot do all the write-ups. You lot do this. You lot, you know what I mean? So where I done that, and then it came to a kind of like it come to an end kind of thing, because people that you fall out with, because in my record label fell out with a lot of people. So like when you fall out with, this is kind of the kind of repercussion you get when you ain't your business, like you ain't got that business mind. And obviously I've learnt to, just come to terms with that, and now, just ready for it. But with that situation with the, obviously, that's why I'm bringing it back to the House Passion, the House Silk. So obviously, after that, that's why me and S now got involved with the Be Free game. Yeah, the Be Free game. Because obviously, I wanted to kind of take it to the next level. So I brought S in. You know what I mean? And when obviously I was having parties all around. Yeah, so I was having parties all around, and then obviously we got back to like aquarium. So when we got like to aquarium, we started doing very well, you know what I mean? And like aquarium started trying to shaft us, you know what I mean? And just, you know what I mean? Just basically, they just shafting us, man, just charging us, just, like, I don't want to talk about monies and prices here, you get me? But they were shafting us. You know what I mean?
They probably knew because they saw something big here.
Yeah,
so
they saw.
okay, cool.
No, but do you know what? All right, then they saw something big, but they was killing my numbers. They was telling me I only could have 550 capacity, but I must pay that. And then if anybody comes in over 500 capacity, we must give them half. You know what I mean? They was absolutely raping us. Yeah. So I don't want to use that word. But they was hurting us. Yeah, they was taking the piss. Yeah. And I was just like, nah, do you know what? Like, speaking to S, I said, no, man, we need to get in somewhere more bigger than this. And, and then that's when we obviously went to Scala.
Yeah, Scala's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, so Scala's big.
Massive, isn't
so
it, really?
Where Scala's big, we just like went into there. So that's the connection with me and S. And then obviously we've gone into Scala and we start doing our thing in Scala. But then I had the idea that one rave wasn't enough for me now, a year. One birthday rave wasn't enough.
We have a birthday every week. I said to you off camera, bro. Every time I look, I see Beefy birthday bash. Beefy birthday bash. Beefy. I'm thinking, bro, how many birthdays you have a year? Bro, every time. Soon as boy started speaking, Beefy. I thought, Beefy's on one. Literally.
You know what? Like, because I do, like, with the birthday thing, what it is, it's just like, it comes around really quickly, for one. Yeah, it comes around really quickly. And people sometimes mistake the birthday bash for just Be Free. Because Be Free is just the rave.
Yeah, that's just
you know what I mean. Yeah. Be Free is just the rave, the movement, whatever. Like that's the actual name of the rave. Be Free. Yeah. So when I put it up again, it just looks like Be Free's birthday bash. So if I've got it so this is what I obviously started to do. So that's why I obviously collaborated with Shen to do the New Year's. So like we collaborated on the first one, mate. Tell y'all, like, yeah, we smashed the granny out of it. Yeah, proper. Yeah, the first one. You know what I mean? Second one did well as well. You know what I mean? Did well. You know what I mean? So the collaboration, it works.
Yeah, it's a good movement.
It's a good movement.
100% a good movement.
It works. You know what I mean? And, you know, like, after the first year was just a test. And, you know, come on, being partners and that, we all got into a little silly, you know how it goes. You get into it with your partners and that sometimes, like, you know, like, mainly me, I wasn't pulling enough weight as I should have been pulling, but I've explained all of that already.
Yeah, on you already.
Yeah, I've explained all of that already because that's what I am. I'm the kind of brawn guy, you know what I mean? So they didn't think that I was like, you know, so we got into a few little disputes and stuff like that. But do you know what? Overall, it worked. And then where we've been talking from throughout the whole lockdown and that, we all have agreed that we wish that we could go, like when we was in a situation 2-3 weeks ago when we didn't know when we was coming back, we were saying that we'll chop our little finger off
just to
get back in Scala in the New Year.
Trust me, boy. I used to think Scala, but you see now?
Yeah, exactly that. Because everyone used to say, because think about it, when I didn't even explain all of this, I didn't want to, but because you've touched on it now, when we went into Scala, everyone was like, Scala, I hate the place. Oh, the stairs, walking up them stairs. I'm thinking, is this what you lot complain about to go raving?
Yeah, Scala's a weird one.
For one, I need to be putting this out there, yeah? Clubs that people think that will let you in, do not let you in, yeah? Get that right. So you see all you customers that want to talk crap. Oh, why is your rave here? Why is your rave there? These club people do not let you in. Why? Because you're urban, because of the colour of your skin. They do not let you in. Yeah? They do a cancel culture on all of like the urban raves and most of the urban acts.
100%.
This is what you lot need to know.
To understand.
And it's real. It's not just us making a big conspiracy out of it. It's bloody real. You know, it's been happening for years. I've been screaming about it on Facebook and that for years. People told me to pipe down 2-3 years ago, whatever. Yeah, when they blacklisted me, and I didn't play anywhere except House of Silk, yeah, for 2 years, yeah, on my own little parties here and there, and little baby parties. Like, when they blacklisted me and said that I've got the bad crowd and all of this and all of that, there was no evidence to support this.
Yeah, they're just throwing it under the bus.
No evidence to support this.
They're not saying anything.
Nothing.
Come like you can't talk, boy,
clubs
nowadays.
Will spread it to other clubs. I was banned from playing in Pasha, was it Pasha? That he had in. It was called Pasha, then it was called Q Project.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was banned from playing in there. I was banned from playing in Lightbox.
What, they banned you from Lightbox?
Bruv, I was banned from playing in, like, people don't know this. So many places. I saw a Ministry of Sound. Like, there were so many places that said, I'm going to book you. And then they said, oh, no, we can't book you. Or I heard about a booking, got a thing. Yeah, I'm going to call you back. Then a couple of weeks later, I see a flyer out. I know it's the flyer that they've contacted me about. I'm not on it. You know what I mean? And then I was thinking, what's going on here? You know what I mean? These guys, this is how they blacklist you. They blacklisted you. They told me that from when I left Aquarium, they said to me that I was medium high risk. Yeah?
Is that how it works, right? Yeah?
This is what they told me. This was when we had to fill out the 696 forms, yeah? They told me I was medium to high risk, yeah? This is what they said to me, yeah? And this is the reason why I'm not getting bookings, yeah? And this is what a couple of people told me. When I finally got into the business of it and I done my own risk assessment, I was low to medium. So it was all propaganda and a lie.
That's mad.
You know what I mean? And there was certain other people's, like there was people that was having raves and stabbings and shootings, and they're still allowed to have raves. They're still allowed to do things.
Quickly, not to cut you. Do you just want to explain what the 696 thing is to DJs who don't know?
Okay. The 696 was it was a form that we had to fill out basically, and it went to the police. So it was a risk assessment form. basically. So to see whether so basically, if you have raves or, all right, put it this way. If your name is on 10 flyers or 10 raves that somebody's been stabbed, shot, your thing goes up. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Your thing will go up. So now they'll be looking at it like that's your crowd.
Yeah, that's what you bring.
Like that's what you bring to the table, because every time you're on the lineup, there's some, somebody's been stabbed in the club, someone's been gassed in the club, somebody's been shot, somebody's been this, somebody's been that. So obviously they'll put it around they're not going to put it on every DJ. But if your name keeps coming up and you're the one that keeps on being on this, you're going to get, a grading. You're going to get graded from what they perceive. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I think it's wrong. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you can go anywhere and anything
something
can
happens.
happen.
Yeah, it's not your fault. I don't know why they've done that. I don't know why they do that. That's celebrity.
It's never the DJ's fault. I can understand.
Nah.
I can kind of understand, because there's certain raves that I wouldn't go to. Yeah? I'm not saying that there's trouble there every
house
time.
Raves though, just
yes,
normal
house raves. Yeah? And I'm not going to say or put it into or blow up anybody's movements or whatever, but there's just certain places that I wouldn't go to, because I know that a gunshot might go off. It might. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I don't listen to that type of house anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to it anyway, for one. And for two, I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? I definitely don't play it. So it's not a place I'm going to be raving or a place that I'm going to be going. But that's the only how I can kind of understand it, because in certain, like us as a black people, when we how can I say it, man? When we kind of bring something kind of make it ours, we always spoil it. You know what I mean? We always spoil it. So this is what it is, you know what I mean? Because there's so much stupid beefs within the black community.
It just makes things...
So this is why, people say, when people say, they don't want to go to a rave full of black people or just full of... This is why, you know what I mean? Because we spoil things for ourselves, and people don't want to be in a place where, there's going to be a fight or gunshot or, stabbing or... You don't really want that. So what you just want to do is you'll rather rave in a cosmopolitan environment. You know what I mean?
I know this.
Come on.
I know this.
It's people was look at me and, are you sold out? Or, no, I ain't sold out. I'm trying to be having fun. Yeah, I'm trying to be having fun, because that's what you got to do. You got to start. That's why I've never been a fan of the champagne bottle and them standing around the champagne.
That's the old days, man.
I'm not a fan of it at all. You know what I mean? Because that is not raving. And when you have 2 drinks, you get lit. No, I'm walking in the dance lit.
Yeah.
Boom, straight away, them tunes are lighting me up.
Yeah,
you understand? The tunes are lighting me up. Or if the tunes ain't lighting me up, I'm thinking in my head, watch when I come on, I'm lighting up the dance. Light up
the whole thing.
Yeah. So that's my motivation. So I'm already...
because you're trying to...
I've already got that, and I'm like that. And then when you look at certain people and you see people, you know what I'm saying? It kind of... to me, that's not
ain't been to them kind of...
I don't love that. That's
ain't
what
been
I
to
don't
them
love.
kind of places for time, though. Them kind of raves.
But it's still out there and it still happens. And
all day.
Yeah, it's all day. It's still out there. You know what I mean? And I'm just to be honest, I'm just not a part of... I just like, as I said, to rave in a cosmopolitan environment where, there could be, I go to the maddest of raves. You know what I mean?
Same.
Yeah, I go to the most
random
craziest places. You know what I mean? And I've been doing that. Some people think, it's, all these COVID parties and people talking about all these lockdown parties and what was happening within the lockdown and stuff like that. But you take all of them sort of underground parties I've been going to for years.
Yeah.
Since I've been riding my bicycle.
I can imagine, yeah. Everyone
You know what
says
I mean?
that.
Because in East London, we used to have all like the fields and all that. See where Westfields and all of them places, that was all fieldy and all of that madness around there. It wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Waterden Road, and I used to go Wax Club when I was 14 years old. You know what I mean? Like, that was like, you never heard of Wax Club?
No, I never heard of Wax
This is
Club.
what I'm saying, because I see your face confused. Like, I'm an old boy, man. Like, you can see the grey in my beard, I'm old. But, yeah, man, Wax Club was like one of the first, like, every week clubs for like Cool FM and
it was just house.
No, that was Jungle.
Jungle. Oh, Jungle, you know.
Yeah, that was Jungle.
I'm not ready for Jungle yet.
I'm talking about 94.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 1994 now. You know, and Waterden Road and all of that was fields and that. Like, they used to have pure mad underground parties over there. You know, and I was thankful to know people from my area, you know, that showed me about all of this underground life. Like, it's not just about these clubs and stuff like
these
this.
suburban ones.
Yeah, it's all like these underground dirty people, like, you know, mad people that are living in these
mad
big
hippies,
warehouses and
mad
hippies.
No, I clocked about that late, you know, like late, within the last like 3 years or something.
Seriously?
That's late, yeah, late.
Nah,
late.
Been doing that from a long time ago,
and
man.
I think I've had more, not respectfully, I've had a lot of fun in them ones.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun, man.
More open.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It just brings you back to the old school of what it kind of was. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I rate it. I rate that, all of that underground stuff, and I've always been into that. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big part of me and where I come from. You know what I mean? Because I just don't, like, if it was just for the raves out there on, like, in the normal capacity, I think to myself, would I be a DJ? Would I be you know what I mean? I don't think I would. Because, yeah, I don't think I would. Without the underground, I don't think I would have taken DJing so seriously. Because obviously that's where it stemmed from. Like I remember like playing like sets in like dungeons. You know what I mean? Like playing, like, that's when I first started kind of DJing and that. Playing to hardly nobody. You know what I mean? Like, I remember the first little, you know, but it was just that underground feeling. And Dungeons wasn't even underground. It was an actual club. But when you walked in there, it was crazy. It's like under some, like, you see Skepta and them lot, they done I think Lord of the Mics, when it just was closing down, they done the last thing in the Dungeons. And they're in some place, that's Dungeons. Okay. Like, they're in some place, it's like, it's got ceilings like that. Like, I can't really explain it, but I think it was Jammer and them lot done a Lord of the Mics in there when it was like closing. Yeah. Like, this was the last of it, you know. So it must have been about maybe 10 years ago. I don't know. Yeah. So like Dungeons was a wicked place, man. You know what I mean? And it had all of that underground feel, like brick walls and
just dirty.
Yeah. Just, I don't know, man. I like that's the kind of, not saying that I don't like normal raves, yeah, I do.
That's your vibe.
You know what I mean? But when they start coming out with all the policies, oh, you can't smoke, you can't do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do this. In the normal clubs now, it's just got all, you know, it's got all techie.
Yeah,
so
it's gone a bit sticky, yeah. But even on I see you're on bare flyers though.
Yeah.
Bare. Like, when I'm going for your page, I'm thinking this is artwork.
Yeah.
Literally, if you had to print out everything, you cover the whole room, literally. Audio Hall, Powers of Passion, that's on everything.
Yeah, man.
Literally, bro. But even even when I started, like, proper raving, like, you was just on all the flyers and stuff, you know what I'm trying to say? So obviously, man's been following you for time. There's a lot of DJs I've been following who I've been speaking to recently, and like, it's a privilege. Like, I feel special.
Thank you.
You know what I'm trying to say? So like, obviously, like I was saying to my man, like, I got a big one here, I got a big one again. Like, I got a couple big ones, and you're to start off it. You know what I mean? Obviously, big up Petri and J-Bo as well.
Yeah, man. Big up,
you know what I mean? But like, you've been like mileage. I see a lot of mileage. You know what I'm trying to say?
And this is what it is as well, yeah. Some people don't respect the mileage.
And that's what I'm saying. I can imagine though.
You can't be like that in a certain situation because there's so much stuff that I've done. You know, when people look at, like, you know, they'll look at, like, everything is controlled by YouTube, Instagram. Everything's controlled by that. So if you're not getting the views on Instagram or you're not getting the views on YouTube, it's like you ain't... Like, I said to somebody the other day...
It's true,
like,
man.
I definitely, I definitely definitely have had 1 million likes. You know, maybe not all in one place, but everywhere.
Yeah, you should definitely
like,
have more followers and stuff. 100%.
Come on.
That,
so
100%.
Yeah, my following doesn't reflect
even make
who I
sense.
am.
Yeah, but
definitely doesn't. And I don't know what reasons it is for that. I don't know, innit? Because I've been as you can see, I have to. I don't want to name drop anybody.
It just don't even make sense. It just don't make sense. When I'm looking at it, I'm just telling you straight. When I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, where's the bond gone? Like, where is it? Because you're not. You know, maybe you're not on the social platform as how everybody else is. Does that make any sense?
Do you know what? I used to be on this social media thing. Like, I used to be like hot on it. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be a bit outspoken, a bit controversial. You know what I mean, on the Facebooks and that. But everything, like, I see you with all the big boys, all the lineups. I see you with all the big boys. There you go. Like, and do you know what? Do you know what it is as well? People look at, as I say, Instagram, YouTube. So now they're gonna go look to where you are on the flyer. This is another thing that beats my mind. People see, that you're top of the flyer or bottom of the flyer, and they think that's classing you as a DJ.
The times though, or you're just saying in general?
No. So say like with like this, yeah? Right, so this is So this is one DJ, yeah? So this is right, you understand? So say for instance, Sam Supplier, yeah, is in here. So then you'll be Lee B3 Edwards, or you'll be Shannon, and then Lee B3 Edwards is up there. Top. So they think that people looking at it like, oh my God, like my man's the big man now. These man are the little man here.
I didn't even know they do that.
These man are behind this man, and I just think to myself, if is that what people look at? So this is why you'll see certain flyers and they'll say A to Z, alphabetical order. Oh, this is why people do.
I see that as well, you know.
I don't even want to say the word here, yeah. But you see these CUNTs, yeah. Them guys are the ones that are just messing up this whole thing just because of their ego. You know what I mean? Yeah, just because of their ego. Oh, why am I this place on the flyer? Oh, why am I that place on the flyer? Shut up, you idiot. You know what I mean? Like certain, like, I remember back in the days, I didn't have that complex, but because other people had it, I started adapting to it. And I started telling people, what you mean he's going on the flyer before me? What's he done that I ain't done? You get me? You lot want to put defected on the flyer and put me down up there. Like, what are you really doing? You know what I mean? I'm the person on your flyer that's got the most clout, yeah, in the main, like, the most clout, yeah, because nobody there has had a single signing off of a tune that you've made. You know what I mean? Maybe you've done a remix for Defected. Cool. That's an original tune. You get me? Original tune that me and somebody else made, and he heard it. You get me? Luckily enough, Deneo was going to the Defected Studios to show him a few more tracks of other things. But Simon Dunmore picked that one and said, I like that. Didn't know who made it, didn't know who it was by, just saw something came into his thing. So I'm thinking, like, nobody else ain't got that. So when you get that record signing, that should put you really
just top
in a cut above the rest.
Top 3.
Yeah, so do you know what? I didn't even want to be top of the flyer, but just respect my name in it and respect Defected in it. Like, they're a big, massive label. Why are you putting them down there? They must have been looking at the flyers, seeing me on all them flyers, thinking, huh? We give this guy status.
And still not even, Defected.
Even people, I was having people, yeah, from Defected, yeah, getting onto promoters.
No, saying like, what's this? Why is it like this? Yeah.
Why? No, getting onto the promoters, basically saying to them, why you got Defected all on your flyer? Take that off now. Yeah? So then people are typing me, saying to me, yo, saying to me, yo, what? Are you sure that this defective thing's real? Because I got a woman and people talking about suing and and this and that. And are you sure you're the real deal? I was looking at people and thinking, Raj, you really think that I would fake that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
some people are like that though.
Do you really think they'll fake that? So then I would say, give me the person's email. Start emailing my illiterate self. Emailing, yeah? What are you saying? You get me? Like, yeah. Just emailing them and saying, you talking to the people like, no, we wasn't saying it because they put defected hair and they done this and they done that, so it looked like, yeah. You don't want to come with that email like to me though.
Yeah, don't try and make
me. Because you see when Lee Edwards emailed you didn't want to say that. You didn't want to say nothing to him. You just wanted to, can you tell him to just change the flyer slightly? Yeah, cool. I'll do that.
That's it. That's all they needed to say, though.
Don't phone or text anybody and threaten them, tell them this and that, like making me look like I'm some...
Yeah, like you're a liar.
Yeah, like I'm not the real deal, like I'm just making up this fake, you know what I mean? Like, because I didn't put on Instagram, with the pens, I'm signing the biggest contract of my life. Do you know how much people I've seen do that? I don't want to name people's names. I've seen so many people do that online and it comes to nothing. Your tune goes on any label that, whatever, you get me? All these Beatport #1s and all that, you're rubbish, your lies, crap. Yeah? I'm just saying it how it is.
Oh, so the Beatport does like all that #1s and stuff and it goes up. I don't even know about Beatport, you know?
#1 and all of this, that's just rubbish. Like, it's rubbish. Jamie Jones playing your tune, it's rubbish. Like, I'm fed up with these guys.
No, I can imagine. You've been, you're a pioneer, so obviously, when you're seeing stuff, you're just thinking, like, what is this? But 1 second, do you think you're just old school, though? You've just got an old school mentality. Do you think it might just be that, though?
No.
You sure you're just not stuck in that old school mentality,
because it doesn't do nothing for their careers. Doesn't do nothing for their careers. Absolutely. One of you tell me what it's done for your career, Jamie Jones playing your tune. And I'll wait. You get me? Can inbox me, whatever. Them man there playing your tune is nothing. You get me? Beatport #1 is nothing. You get me? It's nothing. Like, it's rubbish.
So you just get
like,
#1 and just say, okay, you're #1 in the... What is it #1 in the country, though? Is it like...
No, I don't know. I don't even understand it well myself, but I know it's a big farce. It's not a... You know, because so many people I know have gone to Beatport #1, so it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Because my cousin, Nico, yeah, them lot went to #7 in the charts. National charts. And I see what that done for them. You understand? So I know the difference. This Beatport #1 is nothing. It's dead. I bet you don't even pocket a fucking $5 bills.
Yeah, I don't even know about Beatport. So you don't upload none of your stuff to that?
Yeah. Obviously, with my label and stuff like that, Beatport sells music, innit? So with my label, all my label stuff's on there. All Eastside Record stuff is on there. That's my back catalogue. It's all on Beatport, all on Juno, all on all of these outlets. So we just use them for, just buying music and, just, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, with the Beatport thing, I think if you get a certain amount of people to buy that tune within that 1 week, you're going to get #1 for the week.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah. But remember, label works and all of them that are taking 50%. If that's on if you've got it like as a producer or whatever, like as me as a label manager, then I'm going 50-50 with the artist. So that £1.79, is getting already taken some, and then I've got to split half with
your people then.
So it's nothing. You understand? Like people, like it's nothing, man. And I don't even want to like cuss people or you know what I mean, or take it to the level where I'm feeling like I'm putting people down or anything like that. But stop hyping this thing. Like we are the scene, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Like we are the scene, and this is where it is. People wanting to run away, leave the scene. People wanting to start their own movements. People wanting to. As I say, block me in the game. All of that, I've forgiven it, but I'd never forget it. That's one thing I always say to my bird, innit? I forgive people, but I don't forget. You understand? I do not forget. You know what I mean? And for all of that stuff that I went through, that's why I've got that animosity. But this animosity that you see and all of this, that goes, I'll take that and I'll put it into the studio.
So are you angry though? Are you like angry with the scene at the moment or just...
Not at the moment, no, but I do get angry with the scene a lot. Yeah, of course.
Well, especially when you just see stuff and you just know it's just smoke screen. It just doesn't. Yeah. There's a lot of smoke screen going about.
Stop smoke screens and stop just be real to the game. Be real to the game and bring your brothers in. Bring your brothers in. You know what I mean? Bring your brothers in. Like anything you're doing should be it should be a part of the foundation.
100%.
You know what I mean? And we should be building this scene. We should have our own festivals.
Everyone just sells out. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I would never sell.
But do you know what it is? What are you selling out to? Where are you going? Like this, I don't want to name any names in it, but there's so many people that have tried and now you're back. You're coming back to the scene. Like there's so many people that have tried to do this thing, and I will talk about certain names, like Abode, for instance. People run to Abode, go and play a little set at Abode and think that, yeah, you're going to be the next guys on their flyers and that. No, mate, they was just booking you to just make it, just to level the water.
Thing pop, yeah. Just to make their thing look like it's just multicultural.
It's multicultural and stuff like that. But when you was going to 338 and they was
not letting you
blatantly not letting you in because you're black. So why would I want to play there? Them things there get me vexed, innit? For me to go and play there, I would they wouldn't even offer me to play on there because I've said so many spoken things. And I just think to myself, why would I want to play there? You know what I mean? Why would I even lower myself to go and play at a place where...
They don't even support our movement.
You don't support our movement. You tell your DJs not to play with any of the urban, They cut off.
Is that what they do? Oh, yeah, man. I can imagine.
There's so many stuff that goes on behind the scenes, that people don't want to talk about or don't want to expose. Like 338, the cheek of you lot to get involved in Black Lives Matter. Them things make me vex. They make me vex, bruv. Like, don't get involved in Black Lives Matter. Don't. Because Black Lives didn't matter when people was coming to the door and they was like, and then it's like, one black, you just call it, no, you can't come in. No, you can't come in. I remember one time, even a man told me, that his brethren was DJing there, known DJ, one of my mates as well. I'm not going to mention names as I say, but he was DJing there, light-skinned DJ, so I'm just going to give people little clues so they think, oh, who's he talking about? But some people will think I'm talking, Sorry, I can't even answer this right now. But anyway, right. So he's gone there with his black brethren, Black brethren's a little bit big, plats and stuff like that. People were guessing, they'll guess, right? So then they let my man in and then they holding my man outside. The other guy, the black guy, so they let light skin go, oh, I'm playing and that. They get in trouble. They got to go and call this one and that one to get in the club, bro. Like, what is all that about?
That's dead.
You're going there to DJ, or you're going there, it might not have been to DJ. I may be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. But he was either going there to DJ or he's in there with them. He talks to these people.
He knows them.
Yeah, he knows the guy. He knows the guy who owns it, Kai, and stuff like that. He knows him. But I'm not putting it on them. I'm saying, that's why I say 338. Abode just carried the culture. That's why I'll single them out. Because you carried the culture. Once you go into that club and they treating black people like that, and you don't come out of that club, then you're supporting that. And it's as simple as that. So that's why I'll call them out any day. I'll call out 338.
I respect that.
I'll call out these places. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are they gonna do to me? You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like what? You I already don't play at your place
anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. As Danny Simpson says, they'll do nothing, mate. You know what I mean?
No, like I said, you got your own movement anyway. So that's just, like I said, what I saw straight away.
Yeah.
You got your thing ready.
Yeah, man, because I have to, man. I have to.
Do you, quickly, so are you still in contact with Scarla? Like, whoever runs that and whatever, are you still in contact with them?
Basically, Scarla is, because remember, House of Silk used to be in Scarla before. So that's S's connection. You know what I mean? So, obviously we couldn't be in contact with them, contacted them. We had a date booked in already. So people think that this is a bit surprising, but we had April booked in because we thought maybe, May booked in, yeah? We thought maybe something, you know what I mean? So where we've had May booked in, we've just changed that to July now. So, yeah, sorry.
So you basically just moved, moved the dates.
So we already had the date booked in, and that was the good thing about it, you know? So I've never given up faith. I didn't think we'd be back. I still kind of don't, but...
Is the lineup sorted? You got the lineup sorted and everything already? So you're even thinking who to put on it?
We ain't even thinking, but obviously the way I'm going to do it, it's just going to be like, I'm going to make sure it's a friendly lineup, friendly environment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make it to...
Will it be the usual?
Yeah, ish. You know, I'm going to probably bring in a few new people that I've seen over this time that I think, you know, that's going to do little bits. You know what I mean? Or people that are doing bits but just not got noticed. You know what I mean? Or whatever. So I'm just going to bring in a couple of new people and stuff and just try and just take it from there, man.
So about the record label, you want to talk on that more? Like, what's the process of all that?
Well, the record label now, it was just dormant. That's all it was. You know what I mean? Like, basically, I, obviously, with the record label, things kind of like, we was blowing up. Like, we was doing very, very well. Like, because we was just getting bangers, like, from Archie B. We was getting bangers from who else? Archie B. Me, I was making them. Creative Mind, A2H. We was getting bangers, but what I was doing basically is bringing these guys that are absolutely nobodies on the house scene to light, because they're making banging tunes.
No one's not hearing
you know what I mean? No one's knowing who these people are. Nobody's knowing. So when I'm bringing these tunes to the scene, every DJ's playing them. You know what I mean? Like, we was doing well. And my partner at the time fell out with because when we first opened the record label, there was 3 of us. One of us was meant to do admin and 2 managers. But then the person that was doing the admin wanted to also be managing with us. Up in everything. You know, which was something that, like, I wasn't comfortable with it. And after a while, my partner weren't comfortable with it. So he done some tricky business anyway, yeah? Can't even remember how it all went down. But basically, the label got shut down. So when the label got shut down for fraud, yeah, basically, yeah, because he counted somebody's signature to get her out. Basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I made it say it like that, because when they say fraud now, people think, oh my God, he's trying to team somebody. No, basically, he tried to get her out by defrauding her name on the thing to say, I want her out of this. Yeah?
Look at him, he on it.
Yeah, right. So basically, what's happened now, she's got in contact with Label Works, yeah, said, that weren't me, rare tear. So then I've got an email, he must have got an email, like, yeah, your third person in this who signed the contract with you originally is saying this. So we are shutting your thing down, suspended for investigation. Yeah. So from that, he then snaked me, went with his bird, and opened up another label. But while he was all doing that, while we was, you know, so he would already had a plan already. Motive. So he done what he done, you know. So when he done all of that now, like, finally, anyway, he's got his comeuppance now, yeah? Basically, yeah? Because he's ended up inside, yeah? So when he's ended up inside now, I'm going straight for the girlfriend now, the juggler. Nah, right, I want back my label, good. Yeah? I don't care what you do, get him, sign it all over to me, and be done with it, yeah? Because you lot obviously don't want the label. You want to do your own thing. So there was in and then after, you know, about 6 weeks, she just said, all right, I finally got him to sort out, rare, because I knew his girl before he knew her.
Okay, so it's like...
Yeah, I knew her, so I knew her, innit?
Oh,
like, so I could chat to her. Yeah, so I could chat to her, like, and say to her, look, you're taking liberties, innit? Like, sort it out, innit? So basically, they've sorted it out. Then signed all the label over to me. So I'm now the sole owner of that label. You know what I mean? Nobody else can go in, no files, no touch, it's all mine. You know what I mean? So Once it was all mine, I thought, what am I gonna do? Because as I told you, I'm the brawn innit. I'm not the business guy.
So what's the plan now?
So I'm like, So for a while, I was making it work. Couple of releases here and there, doing little bits and bobs, and then like all of a sudden, now it just got too much for me, man. It got too much for me, and I wasn't getting enough music, and I brought somebody in. So I brought in. Guy spoke to me. He said to me, "I can do your admin." Rare. His name was Tyler Sanchez anyway now, yeah. So he said, I can do your admin, I can be manager, I can do this, I can do that. Basically prep me up on the phone that, yeah. So then me and him start chatting, good friends and that, like, not good friends, but just friendly, rare. Then he starts to basically go and get the demos and that, starts talking to new people, starts broadening the horizons and that, starts going a bit more out there, stuff that I didn't really have time to do. So he was doing all of that, getting involved with the label and stuff like that. And yeah, I brought a man in. And then after a while now, he started like getting into stuff with artists and little things, yeah? So he starts like, little things start happening with him. So obviously with that, I just thought to myself, do you know what? Like, this is like, we was putting the stuff on, what's that, SoundClouds and stuff.
Yeah.
Wasn't getting the same response. Because I got to think, I was putting up like a tune, like, and I'm getting like 4,000 listens in 24 hours. That's how Eastside was going on. You get me? Yeah, 4,000 listens, 24 hours. You get me? Then I'm putting it up now, I'm getting 600, 500. In 24 hours. Yeah. So that's dramatic.
Yeah, that's a big drop.
Dramatic. So that makes me lose heart. You know what I mean? It made me lose heart. Not to say, I need to build it up again. I know now I've got the mentality, I need to build it up again. You know, because it's been dormant for so long. Yeah, these things started happening. So my man's getting into it with a few artists and whatever. These things are happening and what's not. So then all the stuff with the managerial side, the write-ups and all of that, none of it got done. You know what I mean? So once none of that got done and then you're still kind of pressurizing me.
That don't even make any sense.
I thought, you know what? I'm just going to knock this on the head, innit? Right? I'll rather me and you, because me and you have got now a relationship, like we've fallen out anyway, but like I'm cool with him now, he's cool with me now, like there's no problems, no big issues like with me and him. But obviously, like, yeah, we fell out, like, and I just didn't want to fall out with a man over stuff that, you know, I'm gonna
you could do yourself
boss,
though,
boss him about to do. Oh, why ain't you done the write-ups today? Or why ain't you done this? Or why ain't you done that? Or why ain't you done this? You know what I mean? And because I wasn't paying him, I'm not saying I was paying a man. Like but you offered me your services.
Yeah, your service, innit, for free. Yeah.
You offered me your services so when that happens, when you offer me your services, that's for you to get higher up. It's got to be something that you're gaining from it.
It must be. It must be.
Of course, you're going to be gaining from the man for me. You're in control of a lot of music. Like there's a lot. You're also a DJ, so you got access to fresh music 24/7s
and fresh other DJs as well.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, man. Like obviously, it wasn't just work for me. So you know, like as I see, like that's why I say, if I ever bring anybody else into my little circle like that, and they say they're gonna do that, they better make sure they do that. Otherwise, they get sacked after one day.
Word.
Even if you have offered your services for free, you know, because what's the point? You know what I mean?
No, I feel that.
Look, yeah, the label. So basically, the label's gonna be back. We're sorting out all artwork. We're revamping the logos. We're just putting stuff together right now. You know what I mean? There's me, one of my brethren, and his girl. They're helping me out.
Okay, you know so you got a new team.
But not like that.
But do you trust them lot like that though?
No. These ones I trust that because they're friends regardless of it, and it ain't gonna be like, oh, why ain't you done that or why ain't you done this? Like they'll just do it and say to me, it'll probably be more me. Why ain't you put that out? They'll be telling me, why you done that? Why you put that out? You know what I mean? Because Yeah, everything because when I said I'm gonna bring it back, they was like, oh yeah, maybe, and then they was like, are you gonna be for real this time? Are you gonna be like your heart gonna be in it? And I'm like, yeah. I had to kind of convince them. You know what I mean? So that's kind of, you know, and yeah, they're kind of just helping me out, do a couple little things now. So we've already got the logo now. So yeah, we're just waiting on the movements, and yeah, I'm in the studio. So, but I don't know if I'm gonna put out things on the label myself. Because
why not?
Right now, I'm looking at another signing, to be honest.
Oh, I see.
I'm looking at another signing, to be honest, to be real honest. And obviously, I'm looking for not a signing on like a major label, but I want to sign on a good label, good tune, you know, put it out there, you know what I mean, and see where it does. Because now we've kind of like got a little bit more coverage now. We've got a little bit more, you know, where I was contacted by a few people like from RA and just like a few people from, you know, like, and like some guys, they phoned me up, like 2 different guys have phoned me up, you know what I mean? And like they basically apologised and stuff and said like...
apologise, yeah, about everything?
Basically, yeah, for not noticing you. Like one guy, Ross Music, man, big him up, man. I avoided him for a long time, but he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. And obviously he saw through my frustration and thought, you know what, I'm going to persist with this guy. Because when they was first talking to me and saying, we want to apologise to you, I'm saying, what are you talking about? I don't care. You lot ain't noticed me for how long? You know what I mean? But then he starts coming with statistics. He starts coming with stats. He said to me, do you know, in this 6-month period or whatever, you was the most booked DJ in London? I said, what? He goes to me, yeah. You've booked more than everybody, and you not even got one spread, not of coverage, nowhere. Never got your own individual spread. You get me? You done things that other DJs ain't done, but you ain't got your individual.
Yeah, no, you've done a lot, though.
You always come in as a collective.
You've done a lot.
Like, you know, if I'm there, then Radford's got to be there, and Carlos Aries has got to be there, and Adam Cotier's got to be there, or something. Never me on my own. You know what I mean? Like, you understand? You've done it, and yes, look, Leroy Edwards, whatever, or whoever I've done whatever with, like, never.
You've done a
just
lot.
Me.
That's what I'm saying. They need to bring up all your stuff, mate, because you've done a lot. Your catalog's crazy. I couldn't even keep. I was trying to count how many times you've been on that, how many times you've been in that. I couldn't even.
Yeah, you won't be able to, man, because it's been so long and it's been a 13-year span now. You know what I mean? So it's all been, as I said, 2008, innit? Yeah. That's when I was like in the clubs now, DJing, Herbal and stuff. No, 27, 26, 27. And then obviously I done my first year at Nappa in 28.
Yeah, I saw that. And today.
The only person, yeah, I'm gonna say it now. Not the only person, because there was a girl, Kula, big up Kula, like she still lives over there. So she lives in over there, you know what I mean? And I was like, she's a good friend of mine. I helped her out when she was in a little bad situation of her life, you know. So when she was always like, oh, Beef, you gotta come. You know what I mean? Because that's what they used to call me Beefy. So they say, oh, yeah, Beef, you got to come down to Iron Apple. You got to come down there, like, you know, like, you know, everything. You can stay at my house, don't worry, you know, I've got, like, 2 rooms, like, it's all good. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going to come down. And then, yeah, I went down to Iron Apple, you know what I mean? And I ended up staying there, like, 6 weeks. And, like, because I was meant to do, like, there was something with... Like Mega Man was doing a dance over there. He was doing a little thing. No, he was doing a dance, like, but he wanted to do it like under the radar, like, and he wanted to put her in charge of it. But it was on the other side, so it wasn't really Nappa. You know what I mean? So obviously when we played there, it wasn't really that great. You know what I mean? But I was playing in like River Reggae and places like that, which was like the after party to all the parties. So River Reggae would go until like 9 a.m. or something like that. And I remember playing in there, yeah, rinsing out some tunes in there, like people just standing around like, what's this? Because remember, I'm bringing a new type of house. Like, I'm not bringing this, because it was all funky house them days there. You know what I mean? It was all funky house. And I remember the one person that was in the crowd, like, this guy was J-Bo.
Oh yeah,
it was J-Bo. Yeah, it was
big
the
up
one guy.
J-Bo
Yeah,
every
big up
time.
J-Bo, man. I don't forget things. You know what I mean? I remember he was in the crowd. He was in the crowd saying, "Yeah," and then when I come, he's like, "They're not ready for them sounds." You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what he was like. He was
Yeah,
like,
that's proper. That's proper.
Yeah, they ain't ready for them sounds. You know what I mean? And then who else would come on? Marcus Nasty or somebody else would come on and they just smash it totally because they're playing the funky house, innit? And then I remember I went to an interview on a beach with Marcus Nasty. I was rolling with him for the day. So then me and him were rolling and then we're on the beach now. And then some guy comes up to him with a camera. "Yeah, can I interview you quickly?" And so he's interviewing him quickly, like, yeah, Marcus Nasty, yeah. And then he put the camera on me. So he's like, "What? Like I had a shirt called DJ B3. Pack it in on the back, yeah, right?" So these times now, yeah, I'm on the thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm on the beach, and then the guy's just gone, "So what's your story? You get me?" I'm like, "Huh? You want to interview me?" I start going on bad. Listen, I'm the next biggest thing out here. Yeah, these times now I'm nothing. You know, no one's really heard about me. I'm the next biggest thing out here, and I say, "You see what? See all this funky house? Dead." That's what I started talking. Dead. It's dead. It's dead. You know about minimal tech house, minimal. Watch. Yeah, I'm taking over. DJ B3, yeah? Yeah? So this is what I told the guy. And then believe me, about 6 years later, a man that's booked me in Birmingham 3 times or 4 times, Mark Ryder, he's phoned me up one day. He's gone to me, "Hey, I got to ask you a question." He's gone to me, "Was you on the beach with Marcus Nasty in like 2008 saying that you're going to be the biggest DJ?" And I said, "Yeah, that was me." He's like, "Oh mad. My God," and I booked you now 3 times. He's like, "Fucking like you, you obviously knew what you was talking about, innit? Yeah. Like you had that passion and that aggression
from early.
You know what I mean? From early, and yeah, man, that's why I still carry it. You know, people say to me it's a bad thing that I carry this aggression and stuff like that.
No, it's passion though. You look like you're very it's
very
definitely
passionate, man.
It's definitely
very passionate, man. Very passionate about it.
I think you should keep going, man. It's deep down. It's in you, innit?
Yeah, it's in me, man. It's in me. Like, you know, when I was in the studio the other day and I'm making a banger, I'm in the studio jumping up and down, dancing, shouting on top of my voice and shit. You know what I mean? When we're in the studio, you got to be a little bit, not quiet like that, but you can't really start shouting and doing all of that. You know what I mean? You can, but you can't. You get me? Like, because no one ain't complained, but it's just a bit of a liberty where it is. You know what I mean? Like where we're the latest studio that we've been going to. So. Yeah, man, my passion is just there.
Yeah, that's proper, man. You've definitely come a long way, though.
You know what I mean?
You've been in the game for years, so you've definitely come a long way. You're still going now. That's what I'm trying to say.
Still going, man.
It's just this corona thing, because you'd still been getting bookings. You still would have been doing your thing.
Still been going, traveling the world and stuff like that. That's what people don't seem to see, you know what I mean? Like, everywhere I go to or travel to, even if I'm on holiday, I'm more likely to play a set somewhere. Trust me. Like, it's not a myth. Like, 2 years ago, I was in Ibiza. You know what I mean? I've started playing in all of these villas. Yeah, already got down with the people with all of these villa parties now, yeah? So because you're not playing in the clubs, people will look at it then again and think, oh. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm playing in the villas now, yeah? So once I started playing in the villas and people starting to realise, it's only like, you know what I mean? Like, he's making everyone dance. Like, he's a good DJ. So eventually that started going out to the smaller clubs. You know what I mean? And then I'm playing in them big mansion villas now, like, proper,
the
like,
big things.
Yeah, people are like requesting, like, you make sure you're there, like, rare. So I'm getting requested in Ibiza now. So I'm like, rah, like, if I come over here next year and do the same thing, it's gonna be a wrap. You know what I mean? Because I'll get into them small clubs and I'll start mashing down them proper small clubs.
The DCs and that.
And then I'm gonna be there. I will be there. Like, I'll be Sankeys, all of that. I'll do it. You know what I mean? I'll be able to do it. So I was just thinking to myself, do you know what? It's a waiting game with this IB thing. Because remember, certain DJs used to carry DJs' records. And now they're biggest DJs in...
Yeah, you start somewhere, though. You start somewhere. 100%.
So, and that was a good start for me as I saw it, because people were starting to hear me. And like some guy who had his own club. He had a small bar in Ibiza town, but me and him became great friends. We still talk now. You know, I was back to back one day. I'm back to back with a DJ, yeah. And then when I'm talking to the guy, like me and the geezer's having a conversation, telling me his name's Sherman, rare, he's from America, whatever. He's chatting to me, this, that, the other. Like, yeah, Sherman, he's playing a bit old school and that, but I got down with him and that. Me and him was chatting. We went back to the after party at my mate's bar. We was all there, chilling, whatever. Then, when the next day, my man said to me, he's phoned me up. He said to me, this week I want you on the lineup. I'm going to put out the flyer, this, that, the other. He said it's going to be you, Too Fine, this one, that one. So I said, all right, cool. So when I've gone to like Too Fine Instagram, rare, this is the same guy, Sherm. The guy is only Seth Trockler's dad. You get me?
Imagine that.
So I'm just like, do you know what? I'm actually in the right place right now. Yeah, I'm in the right places. You know what I mean? And when I proper, you know, because you have to think, right, is that true? I'm going to search out, I'm going to look at Seth Troxler. Oh, he's bigging him up as well. Like, so it's not like a distant
relationship thing.
Yeah. Like, my man, it's not his real dad, but that's who's brought him up from early. Who's with his mum now. You understand? So that's his stepdad. That's his dad. That's his dad. And he bigs up, and he calls him my second dad, and all of this, he bigs him up. You know what I mean? So then when I'm looking, I'm thinking, do you know what? I'm in good company here. You know, I'm in good company. So yeah, man, like that's just the way to. Once you spread your wings, you don't learn how to fly straight away.
Never be afraid to answer the question.
You get me? Yeah, you don't fly straight away. But you know, like that's what I was looking forward to. And that, man. The whole Corona just spoiled it, man.
But you can still keep going, though.
Yeah, of course, but it just. But
maybe the world needs a break. Maybe.
Yeah. No, do you know what? We did. We definitely needed a break. But for me, I just feel to myself, at what time? You know, like at these times when I was trying to, like, I was elevating now, and I'm thinking of a different business mind. You put me into a whole cruddy situation where, if I was weak, maybe I would have went back to the roads.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
So, yeah, man, that's why I'm kind of a bit annoyed by it, but I ain't going to let it rule my life. I'm move on, you know what I mean?
You'll be right, man.
Yeah.
Moving on, though. Yeah, so what's going on back and forth online? I'm seeing some... I don't know, man. Look, man. Like,
do you know what?
We don't want to give it no light. We don't want to give it no light. Not easy. To me, it just looks like friendly banter. If you know, you know, innit? Everyone's probably going to think what we're talking about. But I think it's just friendly banter. It looks like friendly banter, though.
I'm going to put it like this, yeah. So, obviously, I've got, like, there's people I banter with, innit? Yeah? There's people I banter with. Obviously, without saying too much, obviously, like this, like, I will banter with people, innit? It's not a big issue to me to banter with somebody. You know what I mean? Or have that kind of, you know, relationship with people where, you know, we can say certain derogatory things and not make it like a whole, like personal, you know? But in that sense, when you're saying about, obviously, back and forth online, I don't do anything online. Like, I will send you like, if I'm having
you're speaking to me, innit? Yeah.
I'm speaking
to you, innit? Just you.
You. Okay. And me and you are having a banter, yeah? So, because now the banter gets to your heart, you will decide to put it online and try and put it like you're going to expose something.
Yeah, because that's how it looks. It just makes you...
Which is not really exposing anything.
No, to be fair, from what I've seen, you're just being real all the time.
Yeah,
like you're not being someone you're not. Like, trust me, you're not saying, like I'm saying, I'm coming from the outside. You're not saying nothing weird.
Yeah.
It's just entertaining it.
Yeah.
And that's do you know about it.
Do you know what
really?
It is? Do you know what it is, yeah? Like, I haven't got nothing, like, there's no bad bones or no form of hate that I have for my man. I don't have no hate for him. You know what I mean? When you put something online and try and show it like it's real, I think that's stupid. You know, because me and you are having a conversation, innit? So when you're putting something online and making it look like, it's this, it's like this bogus clash.
Definitely painting a picture, 100%.
Yeah, like this bogus clash.
But because you speak back, and it just makes it look like you're in it.
Yeah, it makes it look like I'm in it. So, because I speak to you, it's like, obviously, me and you will have our talk, but then we'll have a banter about something. Like, all right then, if you said to me, as I said downstairs when we was talking, if you said to me, rare, I'll clash you, I'll laugh at you. You get me? I'll laugh at you. Like, you say it to me 20 million times, one of them times, I'm going to say to you, do you know what?
Yeah. No,
I'm going to clash, I'll clash the hell out of you. You're dead.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like, shut up now. You get me? Like, I will beat you anytime.
He's the love.
You know? So, yeah, of course. So these times now, like, come on. Like, is that what you're going to take for, you know, to say, oh, yeah. Like, if so, like, obviously, like people ask me, oh, did you clash this guy? And when people ask me, did I clash him? Watch the video. Watch the
You're not in the same environment, though, innit?
What? Yeah. Watch the so-called battle. Yeah. It doesn't look like a battle to me. It looks like somebody that's morphed a thing with Mortal Kombat. Now, yeah. Now, let me just say one thing here. Yeah. What? Like, I explained it to my man the other day. I said to him, look, when you're doing things like that, how many people do you think that you are appealing to? How many, like, we like, as I told you, I got my business mind on now, yeah? So this is going from the rays and whatever and however we function. Now it's business, yeah? So your business tells you that if you're gonna now put these Mortal Kombats and all of these things, yeah? Finish him. And all of this, yeah? It's only gonna appeal to the certain crowd. So you're gonna appeal to, like, say men only, yeah? So now that's 50%, yeah? Because we don't really know girls that are going around saying finish him, playing Street Fighter or whatever. Like, girls might be able to play, but bring me a girl that can beat me on Street Fighter, please. Like, I was in Shen's house the other day, like, Street Fighter, me and J-Bo, like, I bruck him up. He's gonna be pissed. But rock him up on Street Fighter. Them things are my games. Like, I brought man up. Like, trust me. Like, I used to be Capcom. That was me from in the arcades from young.
Word.
So yeah, like all of that. So when I get it, it appeals to us. Like maybe all of us in the room because we know about that. But you're not gonna appeal to younger people because they don't really care about Mortal Kombat because it's not their era. Yeah, you're not gonna appeal to most girls. So who are you appealing to? Like 5% of the...
Of whatever.
Like, and a lot of people don't listen to house. So think about the bracket. You just put yourself into the 2%. And I try to explain this. Like, as a big man, I try and explain that to people. Like, even if you are bantering me on whatever, I'm going to try and make you banter me better than that. You get me? Come better than that. You get me? Come better than that rubbish, like, because that's just a bit stupid, isn't it? Like, come on, like, you're only appealing to certain
crowds.
Yeah, certain, you're not even crowd.
People see it though.
Yeah, people do see it. They see it, but I remember my words. Appeal. Does it appeal to you? That's what you have to look at, because if something has appealed to you, you're gonna watch it twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You get me? If it doesn't appeal to you, you watch it once and just laugh and just say ha ha ha, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, like, yeah, it's just to me, like, you're appealing, yeah. Like, by doing that, it's just you're just putting yourself in a bracket now. No one wants to see that. Big people don't like. Certain people are not gonna sit there and watch that. Certain people with banter will sit there and watch that, like, but then certain people are just gonna watch that and say, what's this? Turn it off. Like, if they don't see me coming and and chopping up and doing some dub plates and that, they're gonna think, what's this? This is just a like back-to-back set. Like, there's no...
It's a good set.
Yeah, it's just a good set. I just played, you know what? I just enjoyed myself. And it's like, he just said to me, come round, do a back-to-back mix, rare. He's gonna put me on it. He's gonna put him in it. It's gonna be like a back-to-back, this, that, the other.
It was a good set though.
Rare. Like, I just said, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that for my man. Then he wants to start talking about £1,000 and all of that. If we want to go into that, I'll just switch and just turn bad boy and just say, do you know what? You're not getting your £1,000. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't do that. It's banter though, innit? But I know what you're trying to say.
But obviously I'm just saying, like, this is, but as I said, I don't need to explain my past. This is where I come from. This is like, I don't have to do anything what people ask me to do or want me to do or whatever. I'm my own person. If I want to do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? And where I try and come in and, do favors for people, sometimes it kind of backfires. But it does. It's not really a backfirer because, no one is really, the only person that's taking it serious is him. Nobody else.
He's definitely hungry for it though. He's definitely hungry for it. 100%.
That's what I'm saying. Without saying too much, as we go into, but you're saying a man's hungry.
He looks like he's hungry for it though.
Man is hungry, but how long are you gonna stay hungry for? 5 years, 10 years? You're dead of starvation to. See, all this stuff comes out of me. But you're dead of starvation, bruv. You're dead of starvation. 5 years, 10 years, you're going to still be talking the same story.
Someone give him a booking, man.
Move on.
Give him a booking.
Me?
Give him a booking.
Me? Listen, no. The way that you don't to get a booking out of me, yeah, and you don't come at me like that. So, I'll take your... whatever you're going to do, whatever rubbish you're going to do, I'll take that, innit? It's not a problem to me, innit? But don't ever think that I'm going to run and book you now. Now you're just going to be because I will get backlash for booking you. You understand? I will get backlash for booking you now. People will say, why you booked him? This guy goes online, chats your name, does this, does that, and you're booked him. Are you stupid? You get me?
True.
So this is what people will say to you, and this is what people will... So this, you build yourself so much that you cannot be booked.
Yeah, but have you broke it down to him in that sense to be like, look, you know what, bro? You just need to calm down. We work on something here, and I'll try and bust you. And I do believe you, though. I know you probably have. You must have. I think a lot of people must have.
Bruv, I've had that conversation with him 10 years ago. I've had that conversation with him 5 years ago. I've had that conversation, or maybe not 10, because I don't know if I've known him 10. Probably 8 years ago. When I first met him, he was a more humble guy. I met him coming to my brethren's house. My brethren was making music. You get me? He was making music. He was interested in making music. Yeah. And then him and my brethren started doing some dealings, whatever they started doing. And then all of a sudden, it just went south. You know what I mean? Them two went south. And all of a sudden, they got some mad little beef. So... I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm not involved in all of this. I don't care about that. I got one man phoning me. I got next man phoning me.
Yeah, middleman.
Middleman. So I just thought, do you know what? I'm not even in this. And then from being that middleman, me and my man have become cool. You get me? But we've always had that banter. Always. You get me?
It does look like friendly banter, though.
It is. It's more friendly banter. But obviously, when you're putting certain stuff up,
it don't look professional though.
It doesn't look professional.
On your side of things as well.
Of course. But at the end of the day, I'm not putting anything online. Remember that. I don't put nothing online about anybody like that. You get me? It's my man putting me. So anything I might say to him, he'll screenshot it and then put it up and then tag people in it. This one and going on I can't. I remember one time, man tried to talk to me and. But what? What are you saying? But Shen and S are shit though, innit? Shannon and S are shit though, innit? So this is the type of thing that man will do to try and make me say, yes, they're shit, they're dead, I'm better than them. Record it, put it out there. So, to me, that's just a bit stupid. It's just a bit silly to do stuff like that, innit? Come on, just be real, innit? And that's all I've got to say about that, man. Just be real to the game, man.
That's not cool, man.
Be real, man. Don't use little things and try and wind someone up. And then what somebody says when they're wound up and then use that and then put that out there that's the perception of that person. That's crazy. Because certain people will come to your yard for that.
Yeah, 100.
Certain people come to your yard for that. And I say that to him. I say, certain people come for you for this and that. You know what I mean? And you don't realise. You know what I mean? But, boy, what can I say, man?
Yeah, everyone's brought up different.
Yeah, everyone's brought up different, And, boy, that's all I can say.
But at the same time, it might be the leeway you give him as to why he acts like that, Yeah,
but when you're cool with someone, you're just cool with someone, innit? You might have your banters and stuff like that, and you're cool with them. So you're just thinking to yourself, all right, you might have that banter with him, but you're not going to take it to the next level. It's never going to go to the next level. You know what I mean? Like, it's never going to be a time when you're going to see me saying, I'm going to fight my man, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. You know, because there'll be never a time.
Yeah, there's never going to be a time.
You know what I mean? There'll never be a time. You know what I mean? Like that. But obviously, that's why maybe, you know, like, because some of the stuff I do find funny myself. You know, even if it's put up about me, I find it funny. I laugh with people about it. We all laugh.
No, he's definitely
like, you see all the finish
geezer.
hymns and all of that. That's a, like, he may think that that's like his banter, but it's not. It's mine and a couple of my mates' banters. Like, we have this banter. Man will come and say, "Oh, don't let me get man to finish you, blood."
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know, it's just banter. Like, it's like I laugh about it all day long. It's just, it's a joke. You know what I mean? Like, what more is it? You know, like, and people just see it for more than what it is because my man's constantly on everybody, and it's not just me. You know, he's got fucking masks of everyone, everybody, all the DJs, bro. He's got a mask. So he puts it on and says, "Oh, I'm gonna be this person. I'm gonna be that person today. I'm gonna be this person." You know what I mean? Like, it's just. Come on, man.
No, man. He's got to talk it out, mate. Like, we ain't saying, mate, you know what? It's just end all this. Things are coming back to the normal now. I need to get my professional face back on, my business mode back on now. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro. Do you know how I do that? I just think, no, man. That's how I do that. No, because I know with that, that's just all more like, you know, like if you play along with it, then it will. You know, it will percolate. But if not, you know, it just stay dead where it is. You know what I mean?
Man. I feel like we've touched on that enough now anyway.
Yeah, man. Like, that's so small. Just yeah. Do you know what it is? That is so small and so minute in my life that I don't even think it has to be talked about. But just for clarification.
Yeah, because I definitely had to ask you. I had to talk to you about
just for people like you, people that might watch the podcast and everybody else to know. No, man, it's not like nothing like that. Because if this is the real case and someone's trying to not banter me or banter me in a different way or banter me in a way that I don't like, let it be known that I will be coming. It's not a, you know, like, it's not a like some kind of joke thing. Like, I've had numerous arguments with DJs in groups and this ones and that. I've had numerous, like, yeah, and I've never got into one fight. So, you know what I mean? It's like, I know how to hold myself, but I'm confident within myself as well.
Yeah, I can tell.
You know what I mean?
See the passion, though.
Like, I'm confident within myself. I'm not saying I can beat up everybody and that, but I'm going to give you a good fight. I'm going to bloody your nose. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to do something that's going to hurt you, bruv. Like, just don't.
Yeah, don't take the piss.
Like, you might beat me up or whatever, but remember, like, I'm coming in it, and when you got someone that's game like that,
yeah, it's long.
There's no loss in me. There's no loss in me.
It's long.
You know, so even if I did lose, you knocked me out, I still haven't lost.
Keep going.
Because I know that I've done you some damage. You know what I mean? Not unless you sucker punch me or knock me out in the first blow or whatever. That's all I needed to do in it. That's all I wanted to do in it, and that's it.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? Like,
so what is there? Any DJs that you've been listening to now who's up and coming that you want to like give a quick shout or anything, or you haven't really been, you've just been keeping yourself to yourself in that sense?
Do you know what? DJ that I didn't listen to before that I listen to now, Ricky Sahota.
Okay. Yeah, he's alright.
Yeah, he's a good DJ.
He's
a good DJ. You know, I'll be booking at my events now. So
I'm gonna look into him more though, you know.
Ricky's a good DJ. I meant to meet. I was on the phone to him when I was downstairs. So me and him was chatting. You know what I mean? He's like, he wants me to come radio tonight, but I forgot
tonight.
I forgot my USBs 10 till 12 because we're on the same radio station project.
Okay, yeah. So you still do radio now, yeah?
Yeah. I'm on Project FM now, but I go under go under a whole different name on Project, a whole different story. Like that's the story of Leroy.
Yeah,
and that's my real name, innit? Leroy. So like I'm just like from Ibiza. That's how I was playing. I was playing under Leroy. I wasn't playing under Lee B3 Edwards. So when people were saying to me, like people was coming to me saying to me, "What's your name?" I was saying Leroy. They were saying to me, "Oh, you got no Instagram, no nothing." I'm saying, "Nah, I've got no Insta." Because I don't want them. And then when they find it, they was coming to me, they was going, "Lee B3 Edwards." They was looking at me, yeah, you are somebody, you liar. You get me? But like that's mostly what I've done. Like people like, you know what I mean? And like obviously it's come with an alter ego, man. It's not even my alter ego, that's the real me. That's the real me. That's why I did do an Instagram and I called the real Leroy. Cause that's me. I'm Leroy Edwards. That's who I am.
No, I respect
you know what I mean?
that.
Not Lee B3 Edwards. I'm Leroy Edwards. You know what I mean?
that.
I come from, you know, the ground up.
You built it.
I bought it. You understand? Leroy bought it. Not Lee B3 Edwards didn't bring it. Leroy bought it.
No,
you know what I mean? Lee
that.
B3 Edwards just as a part of me. It's just a part of me. You know what I mean? And a part of me that people, I think like too much. You know what I mean?
That's not an issue though.
It is because even at the Shen's podcast the other day, J-Bo was begging me to play this. Oh, come on, man, play this herbal, play this aquarium stuff. I'm like,
play it for the people, but that's why you pay for
years.
me. But that's why you are DJ, bro. You play stuff for the people to like.
I get it, but I've been playing it for.
But that doesn't matter, though.
Yeah, but I don't want to be put into that because look, think about it, all right, and think about it. Like Shen's got a record back to 2012. Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to that today.
Right. So I go in there now. I need to play the best set of the old school bangers. I know I can do that, innit? But I need to be there to listen to other people because there's not much in that genre. Because remember, it was only a 2-year gap, you know? Like 2012 to 2014. Yeah, 2015. Like 3 years. There's not many tunes that cover that era and that time. So, yeah, man, I just think to myself, do you know what? I've got so much stuff that I need to, like, if I need to keep on playing this old stuff, like, what is the future gonna bring for me? You know, I need to.
You need to keep up with the times.
Yeah, I need to keep up with the times to keep my levels high.
No, I kind of get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, my levels have always been high. You know, even around them times there, I was bringing tunes to the scene that nobody knew about, like all the time. That's why when I bought my own label, that bust, like with the tunes that we was busting, like I had so much sets of that people were saying, that is what we want to hear from you, that stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, I moved on that era. I can bring the East Side stuff, and then I'm bringing the East Side, and then I get blocked. Like all of a sudden, you know what I mean? And then I'm blocked for 2 years, gone.
I see when you was blocked, yeah, did you know why you was blocked? Obviously, you're saying because you're outspoken and stuff. So did you think, okay, cool, when I stop getting blocked, you're not going to speak up? Did you still speak up, though?
No, I stopped.
Oh, you just stopped?
Stopped it. Because a lot of people was telling me, all right,
you got to stop.
Got to stop, man. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one time my sister, I writ something and she said she writ something on my Facebook. My sister, like, I don't really see my sister too much. You know, one of my sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she said something to me years ago, and then it kind of hit home. You get me? Because, like, where she's my sister, I don't really see her and that, like, just chat to her, really. So like family parties and that, yeah, whatever. But when she said something, it kind of hit home, and I thought, do you know what? I need to stop this personal stuff on Facebook because it's really like people are looking at you and you're getting less likes and less things and less, like, you know what I mean? Like even like with the Instagram posts and all that, you gotta stop. Like sometimes you gotta breathe and let it perk it and then do it again. You understand? And then once you do that, bam, you get me? You start getting the response that you're looking for. You know what I mean? And I didn't realise that now I'm a social media player. I know how to play the game, bro. Like, social media, I've got it under wraps. So many people are stuck in the social dilemma. It's crazy. It's so crazy. You get me? But I see it every day. I toy with people on Facebook like mad. Through this COVID thing, like that's what's been keeping my spirits up.
I haven't got Facebook, you know.
Not gonna lie.
I've got Facebook.
No,
I need to tune into that, though.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't. No, it's just terrible, man. Like the way, like, do you know what it is? Through this COVID thing, man, it's been so mad. So yeah, man, we just gotta like, I've just made like a joke out of it and just wind people up crazy on there. And then go and sleep my day away. Like, I mean,
like
sleep my
normal.
night away like it's nothing. I sleep in bed comfortable.
No, I heard that.
You know
Even I
what I
wanted to ask you about your other interview you had. What, do you know, I saw you had another interview about.
Which one?
Was it 2-3 weeks ago?
Which one is it? Is it very professional cameras?
Yeah,
very good camera.
Yeah. I mean, sitting on like one little chair.
Yeah.
What was that about?
No. I did that. It's about 2 months.
Oh, it's been 2 months now, yeah?
Yeah, but it ain't out yet because of it's coming out on my birthday. So this will probably be out before then.
What birthday? Because your birthday's every month. Bro.
No.
What birthday? What one?
No, my actual birthday is April the 23rd. That is my actual birthday. So that's the date it's coming out. So that one is obviously. I think like we've got so much footage. See me and because that's Dudley from House Entertainment, yeah. But me and him, we got so much footage like of me in raves smashing it. We've got footage of me at my house chilling, having a little mix in my house before I go out, saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna fire this one." And you got me getting up in the morning, brushing my teeth. You got so much stuff, so it's more like a documentary thing.
Documentary.
But I don't know how he's gonna kind of piece it together. I don't know how that's all done, the editing and stuff like that. As you know, I'm not the business of this thing, innit? But don't know how he's gonna edit in. But hopefully it's a good look for me, man. But I've always wanted a doc on my life, not all of just podcasts and this and talk and that, because it's kind of repetitive. You know what I mean? But to somebody to actual document,
that's different.
Yeah, and obviously he's the only guy that can do that right now, because the footage that he's got is second to none.
So next footage.
Yeah, he's got years of footage. He's got years of footage, man. He's got years of footage. Like I remember a couple times, like he's come out with me, like back in the day, like when I was like proper on my job, like doing the DJing business, coming out. Couple weeks, getting footage, and nothing ever done with it. You know what I mean? It's just sitting there, lying there. So that footage is vintage, it's proper. Being in the race, it's all there, you know what I mean? It's all there. Everything's there just to give them an insight into, life, of my life, without saying too much, but, just
I'm
showing.
Looking forward to that, though.
You know what I mean? But hopefully he edits it in the right way.
Who knows? Yeah, he should do. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Because that wasn't original to go, because we wasn't originally putting that stuff in there. So I don't know, man.
I'm looking forward to that.
Maybe.
I saw it. I thought,
Same here, man.
This is different.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well, man, because just obviously it's just something a little different, and it gives people a little bit of an insight and more exciting. You know what I mean? Bit more exciting.
You need to push that one though properly, like push it,
yeah.
let everyone see it.
Yeah, of course, man, of course. But do you know what it is as we're going back to the following, the views and stuff like that, it's like my following is okay. Like my following is okay. It's not dead. It's not like, like when I go over all my platforms, Twitter, SoundClouds, all because all the East Sides and all of that, all of these following, they're all mine. You know what I mean? These are all a collection of followings. They're all mine. So when I look at it overall,
it's a lot.
It's all right.
I didn't even look at it like that.
Yeah, it's great. You know what I mean? My following is great. So when you're putting out stuff on different things, when you're putting it out, so basically you're gonna have it's like to get people to actually watch the content or get people to support. That's the one I'm looking for. Get people to support
the content. Yeah.
Your content is very hard. You know what I mean? It's like people will give it a one look over and done, like, you know what I mean? And they won't share it, they won't spread it. You know what I mean? I've got 5,000 followers on Facebook, yeah? So if I'm saying share the thing, at least 800.
Or 1,000.
I know, I'm just putting it into the...
That's what I'll think as well. When I put stuff out, I think, mate, like...
I've got, maybe if I push out something and I say share this, maybe about 20 people share it, 10 people share it. Not even that, sometimes 3 people share it. And I think, what are all these friends for? But if I put up a picture of me and my girl in Harrods both wearing the boot-ons, I bet you I get... Listen, I bet I get about 20k likes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like... It just really sickens me what people look at,
What they support.
Like all of these Instagram influencers, get the out of here, yeah? Just that, like all the women that take off their clothes, Like, I'm not dissing you. You know, you got your OnlyFans. Do that. You got to do what you got to do, innit? Yeah? Cool. Everyone's got to do what they got to do. But that's the people that people will support. You go on a girl's picture, she's not even all that. She's got 600 likes.
I was even thinking that today as well. I was thinking people are just pushing something.
Come on. Yeah, she's got 3,000 followers and 600 likes because she's got a picture in a bra and knickers. Yeah? But me, I'll put up that. I've got 4,000, 5,000 friends. I'll put up a picture, like, and I'll get like 200 likes, 100 likes, 150 likes, and I've got double the people that you've got.
It's weird.
You know, it's just so weird. Like, I just think to myself, what, like, is anybody, like I just think to myself, and that's why I stay active on a lot of people's feeds. Because I knew from a long time ago the algorithms and all that, they were changing it, Facebook and that. So you're not going to see everybody who comes up on your timeline. You're not going to see all them, because I'll tell you, as I said, 5,000 people on my Facebook, I ain't going to see everything. I don't even see 200 or 300 of them people, I don't think. It's like you're limited. It's like they limit you. That's why I'll go on people's status that's just my friends that I don't really even chat to, and I'll comment on there. You know, if you're saying something about COVID, I'll say something silly, or, you know, I'll just do something on people. I'll just wind up. Like, that's all I am. It's a big wind up, and I'll just do it. But I do it for my thing as well, because if you don't, then you're just going to see the same old crap every day from the same people, one and two different people. Like, you need to be active. You need to be active on your social media.
I know that.
Yeah? For you to see the actual content and everything what comes out. You need to be active, you know what I mean? And you need to be active, but you also need to make sure that you ain't a victim of the social dilemma. Because you can be so active, but then that can make you inactive kind of thing. Because where you're so active now, yeah, and you're doing all of this crap, you're getting lost now. You're getting lost into other stuff. You're getting lost into stuff which makes you inactive, because you're no longer
on that same path.
You're no longer what do you call it? You're no longer associating with people. You're now associating with yourself with a computer. So you're watching videos, you're watching this, you're watching that, you're watching this, you're watching that. You're just doing all sorts of any little, stupid, and you've forgotten about your whole interaction with people. Yeah? And this is where it is. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it so much times. People just sit there, watch their phone. Watching. When I'm doing that, I'm laughing at somebody or something that I've done.
Yeah, not true.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm laughing at. But the other people, they're mostly laughing at what they're seeing. Oh, this funny video, that funny. Forget about all that crap.
Yeah, that's just that, man.
Yeah, just leave it, man. That's just stupidness, man. So, you know what I mean?
So I was thinking. Before we wrap it up, is there any advice you want to give to any up and coming DJs who's coming up, who's gonna watch this?
Well, my advice to you is it's a hard game that we're in now. And unless you're coming through and you're doing something a bit, it's not exceptional. I don't want to use that word. Then if unless you're doing something a bit out the box and a little bit exceptional, you're not going to be noticed. For one as well, and I'm not saying it in a bad. People hate the tone of how I talk and stuff like that. Because when I say you're not going to be noticed, people are like, "Who's he to be saying that?" But it's the truth. I'm just telling you now, innit? If you don't, you need to do something a little outside the box. You got to be doing something a little bit different from what others are doing. Or you got to come with it, and you got to just stick your whole bad boy stamp over it, like I did, and mash up the dance, and mash up places. Just put up here, and one thing as well, never run out of tune. Never run out of tune. Always listen to what the DJ's playing before you if you're playing in clubs, and don't repeat songs, because it just makes you look like amateur. very amateur. Like if you're not there and you like, if you like, fair enough. If you're there, if you're not there, you didn't see it or whatever. But you know, I just see a lot of that these days. Like people can just come in and the same DJ just dropped the tune that couple of tunes ago before he's come off his set, and then you coming in brand new on your set, bang, you're dropping the same tune, and I'm thinking like, didn't you listen to the other DJ? Like, come on, bro, you can't be doing that. So I just look at the things. You just got to stand out. That's all I say, man. It's just try and stand out and just push for what you want to push for. You know what I mean? Like I do understand about like, you know, people thinking, you know, this is the way to go and this is the way to go, but no, man. And one way that you will definitely not get through is by talking down other DJs. Like, don't talk down. Like leave that to us, yeah, because we have earned the right to talk down or say, not talk down, but we've earned the right, yeah, to have an opinion about certain other, you know, DJs and DJs that are coming up. Like, we've earned the right because we're sitting there, we're generals, you know? Like, we as you said, like, my CV speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Look how many plays I've played and how many different crowds I've played to. Like, I've played to so many different people. I've played to black people, white people, Asian people, whatever. I played to so many different, you know, so I just think to myself, I've had a lot of experience. So when I'm saying something to somebody, don't take it as, like a bad thing. Take it as a constructive criticism. Just because of the way I might say it in, I haven't got these guys' vocabulary that you're looking for. I'm from the roads. So what you're going to hear is you're going to hear the raw urban truth. Yeah. You know, you're going to hear, you was a slightly, you ain't going to hear that from me, you know? I can't even think of a big word to say right now, but I'm just saying that I'm not going to be that guy. So I'm just going to say how it is and just tell you how it is and just take, to up-and-coming DJs, just take good advice, man. Just take good advice and stick to it, man. And, you know, put yourself out there on the front as much as you can, and don't try and be too arty with it, like too, you know what I mean? Like, don't try and, you know, force the issue too much. Don't try and force it. Like when I play, it's effortless. Like, and I'm not bigging up myself, like, to say that. So who wouldn't say that? But when I play, it's effortless, innit? Like, if you see me, I'm enjoying myself. Not stiff. Don't want, like, anywhere I go, any time I jump on that deck, from before, when I used to be hungover, that's the only times when I used to be like, oh, I'm on the deck, and I'm just like, like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? But I stopped drinking and all that, so done, dead. I stopped drinking IB for like 2 years ago. So I only drink tequila now, and you don't get no hangover off of that. So yeah, as I was saying, sorry. So I stopped, like, where was I? Sorry. I was just talking about the drinking.
Yeah, about the advice for the DJs and
advice for the DJs. Yeah, so I was just saying, basically, man, just do you, just do you, and just try and just be a little bit outside the box of, you know, just creative, like more, like come with production, you know what I mean? Come with something like a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Not talking about anything to do with mixing styles, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to chop or you want to do this, that's up to you, you know what I mean? Like, I prefer to just be straight DJ, job done, you know, play banging tunes, like, you know what I mean? And that's one thing as well. If you want to be a DJ in this game now, get your selection up, man. Get your selection up. You know what I mean? Like, wherever you can get it from, just get them tunes in, man. Just get them in. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, any tune you hear, look for tunes. You see the way I used to... Listen, the way I used to go in, research tunes, yeah, Beatpool and Junos and all of that, like, when I first started, I was so hungry. The way I used to research tunes, I don't think no DJ does that. I used to research him for nights, 3-4 nights in a row, like, where I'd stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning checking out all of these. It's damn, maybe after 4 days I'd get 2 bangers. 2 bangers. That's it. 2 bangers.
4 nights, 2
yeah,
bangers.
4 nights, like 2 bangers. Like I'd get like maybe like 30 tunes, but out of them 30 tunes, 2 of them I know are gonna rock in the club.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one thing about me as well. I've got an ear for music, a natural ear for music. Like I should be an A&R somewhere. Yeah,
Fuck it.
I should be.
Why
I
not?
definitely should be because I've got a great ear for music. Look how many tunes I brought to the scene. Sorry, it's not enough. Brought what else? Archie B, On and On. What else did we bring, man? Take Off. Me and all of these tunes was getting battered. Give My All, Angels Cry, Archie B. All of these tunes was getting bang, left, right, and centre by every DJ. So and remember, there are people that came to me and said to me, "Do you like this tune? Like, we want to put it on your label." So they submitted it, and then I heard the tune, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's a banger. That's gonna go off in a club." I knew it was gonna go off in the club before it went off in the club. So it's not enough. Took a little time, but you know, that's how life goes. You know what I mean? But I've got that ear for the music. You know, like I know music, man. I just know music. That's it.
Well,
Really.
yeah, bro, man. Look, I respect that. I respect everything you said today. A lot of gems. I've learned a lot today. You know what I mean? I've learned a lot. Trust me. But look,
Still got lots in the locker, man.
But thanks for coming down, bro. I
Yeah,
really
man,
appreciate
big respect,
it as well,
man. Big respect to you as well,
Literally,
man.
like I said,
Respect
is
you, your
definitely
bedroom. Got the cameras out and that. Got me like a, you know what I mean? Like,
celeb, innit?
like a celeb, like somebody, you know what I mean?
It's only right. It's only right. It's only right. But it's the truth, though, innit? Obviously, you've been putting in work for time.
Putting in work for a long time,
yeah,
man.
So, like, it's only right. You know what I mean?
A lot of research and a lot of,
man.
you know, a lot of brawn went into this whole thing. So,
yeah, man. Look, man, I respect that, though. Look, I'll give respect when it's due. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, like, I appreciate you for coming down.
Yeah, man, big up.
Hopefully, we can catch up again.
Yeah. After all of this COVID stuff, I'll probably have something else to, you know what I mean? We'll have something else to go on about talk about, or, you know, if we go back in lockdown or whatever, you know, we're going to have something to say.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah,
man. Love for that, yeah?
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it.
Big up, man.
All right, bro. Cool.